What happens when the United States, the world's most powerful broker, decides to walk away from war negotiations? What happens when Trump tells both Putin and Zelensky, "You're on your own"?
Russia has been surprised and disappointed, very disappointed that they did the bombing of those places after discussions. Well, I want them to stop shooting, sit down and sign a deal. And we have the confines of a deal, I believe, and I want them to sign it and be done with it.
And what does this mean for the future of Ukraine and the balance of global power? It's official, President Donald Trump has ordered a full withdrawal of the United States from formal peace talks between Ukraine and Russia. The US will no longer act as mediator. No more chasing peace across continents. The message to the world? The ball is now in their court. Tammy Bruce, spokesperson for the Trump administration's State Department, delivered the statement with no hesitation. "We will continue to help, but we will no longer fly around the world as mediators. The time has come for the two sides to bring real solutions. It's up to them now."
But we are not going to fly around the world at the drop of a hat to mediate meetings, that it is now between the two parties, and now is the time that they need to present and develop concrete ideas about how this conflict is going to end. It's going to be up to them.
After months of back and forth diplomacy, this is a seismic shift in Washington's approach. Vice President J.D. Vance added fuel to the fire. "It's not going anywhere. It won't end soon. Only Ukraine and Russia can end this brutal conflict."
But it's going to be up to the Russians and the Ukrainians, now that each side knows what the other's terms for peace are. It's going to be up to them to come to an agreement and stop this brutal conflict. It's not going anywhere, Brett. It's not going to end anytime soon.
The turning point came when Russia rejected a peace plan supported by the US because it didn't recognize the land Russia took during the war. Vladimir Putin wanted global approval for areas Russia now controls like Donetsk, Luhansk, and Crimea. But Ukraine's President Zelensky firmly said, "No way." Ukraine refuses to legitimize Putin's land grabs. It calls them illegal, immoral, and a violation of every principle of sovereignty. For President Trump, the stalemate was clear. He had brought both sides to the table. But if neither was willing to move, he wasn't going to waste more American time or resources. And while diplomacy collapses, the war continues. Russian missiles slammed into 4 Kyiv neighborhoods. Fires tore through apartment buildings. Civilians were trapped under rubble. Emergency crews worked through the night. There's no sign of peace. Only ash, fear, and destruction. So what now? Without America's leadership, peace negotiations face a chilling silence. Europe is scrambling to fill the diplomatic void. France and Germany have offered to host new talks, but without US backing, their leverage is weak. Meanwhile, Russia sees an opportunity. With no US pressure, Putin may try to force his terms using the battlefield instead of the conference table. America's decision sends shockwaves far beyond Ukraine. To allies, it's a message. Washington is no longer the world's firefighter. To autocrats, it could signal something more dangerous, that the US is stepping back from global leadership. And for Ukraine, it means fewer diplomatic lifelines, and a long road ahead, alone. President Trump drew a red line. No ceasefire, no talks. He made it clear. The US will not reward Putin's aggression, and it will not keep chasing peace when neither side is serious. As the missiles keep falling and the death toll rises, the burden of peace now falls entirely on Kyiv and Moscow. As America pulls away, the world watches in suspense. Was this a calculated move by Trump, or a reckless withdrawal that could tip the scales of power? What comes next for Ukraine, and what does the future hold for global diplomacy? We want to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.